Text number 54. Somebody can take it out and give to them. Chapter 18 and verse number 54. And how will they know? Chapter 18. It's there written here. See it?
Page number
18, 54. It's written here. Alright. So we will start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So I'll just read the text first, then translation, and then further. Brahmabhuta prasannatma.
Brahmabhuta prasannatma.
Na sochati na kanchati.
Na sojati na kamshati.
Sama sarveshu bhuteshu.
Sama sarveshu bhuteshu.
Mad bhakti labhate para.
Mad bhaktim labhate para.
So this language is called Sanskrit language. Like we have here English language, India has Hindi language. The Sanskrit language, the language is spoken in heavenly planet. This is directly from heaven. So it's available here. Now the translation of this verse is: one who is thus transcendentally situated at once realize the supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed towards every living entity. In that state, he attains pure devotional service unto me. Purport. To the impersonalist, achieving the Brahma Bhuta stage, impersonalist means one who does not accept the existence of God, or one who says that God has no form, God is formless. They are called impersonalists. Achieving the Brahma Bhuta stage, becoming one with the Absolute, is the last word. But for the personalist, or one who accepts Krishna as a God, God as a form, or pure devotee, one has to go still further to become engaged in pure devotional service. This means that one who is engaged in pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord is already in a state of liberation, called Brahmabhuta. So, what is called liberation? We talk about liberation. What is called liberation? Right now, we are in bondage. Bondage of this body. And we have identified ourselves with the body. Thus we think, I am Indian, I am American, I am young man, I am old man, I am boy, I am girl, I am woman, I am man, etc. etc. All this distinction is due to the bodily attachment. But fact is that we are not this body. This is fact. You all are very intelligent students. If I ask you, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Okay, you have hand, right? Here's my hand, right? Raise your head, here's my head. Here's my leg, here's my leg. And this way you go on asking, these are my leg, my head, my hand, and thus comes my body. If it becomes my body, then you are intelligent people. You have to find out who am I. If it is my body, then who am I? I am I have identified this body as I am American, I am white, I am black, I am young, I am old. But that's not me. That's my body, which I am not. So, liberation means getting free from this conception that I am this body. But be situated what we are. So, Krishna consciousness moment is here to teach that. So long as we are on this bodily concept of life, we can never be happy. In this material world, everybody wants to be happy. Is there anybody who doesn't want to be happy? Raise your hand. Right? Come on, respond. You understand what I'm saying? My English is okay? Come on in, man. My pronunciation is alright?
It's hard to understand what I can understand.
Hard to understand. I'm trying to speak slowly and very refined English. Anyway. So, somebody should translate?
No, it's fine. So what he's saying is that, can I have the other mic? No, should I translate? I think it's, yeah?
Just repeat.
Repeat.
Just repeat.
Yeah, he's saying that we are not the body. So we should ask, then who are we? So we say, this is my eye, this is my hand, this is my leg, like this is my car, this is my pen, this is my phone. But who am I? So the intelligent person asks this question. Then as long as a person understands that, they will be under the bodily concept. Otherwise, I say I'm Indian, you say you're American, he says he's from Africa, he says he's from Ireland. It's only based on the bodily concept. Before the body, we don't know. After the body, we don't know. But right now, we identify. So he's saying that once you understand that, that's real intelligence. You got scared.
So long, we are on worldly concept of life, we'll never be happy. Fact is, we all want to be happy. The boy, girl, man, woman, young, old, everyone wants to be happy. Now, there are three kinds of happiness. One is called physical happiness. Happiness perceived by the body or our senses. Something by seeing a beautiful girl or a handsome man, one becomes happy. Just by seeing something nice, one becomes happy. Somebody hears something nice, becomes happy. Somebody tastes some good food, becomes happy. So these happiness are physical happiness or happiness perceived by our senses. Clear?
Technical difficulties for it.
This is not happiness. Because of the ears.
No, let's use this.
Yeah. So see, this sound made us disturbed. We're not happy. But we want to be happy. So happiness is perceived by our senses. Just like if you are in a movie theater. And in movie theater, you are watching a nice film going on. But all at sudden, the sound goes up. Right? Then you start making noise. I don't know here, but in India, you make big noise. What happened? Now what's wrong?
Take it out.
Prabhu, let's use this.
Okay, hold on.
No.
I have good voice by the way. Only my pronunciation is, you all have to struggle. Hear carefully. Hare Krishna.
One sir.
It's off.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Something wrong there. Okay.
Yeah.
Some wire is getting.
Check to see if everything's like plugged in, right? That might be it. Like, I don't know if there's like an XLR cord like going from the microphone to the PA, but maybe it's just not.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Where is Prabhu? He left?
Hare Krishna. I'm checking.
Yeah, continue.
Alright, forget it. See, nothing material can make you happy. It is a living example. The sound system. So, I was saying that eye is watching the movie, but ear cannot hear the sound. It's a big fight. No happiness. So, one happiness which is perceived by senses is called, physical happiness. There are other happiness, is very subtle, mental happiness. All the scientists, you see they have long hair, they don't get time to eat, they have no time to sleep, but mentally they are. Or people who wants to have more name, fame, glories, they work hard like anything. I have seen the rich people in Bombay, in India, how they work hard, morning to night. Even people who work there, 9 to 5, period. But they have no 9 to 5, 24 hours. They work so hard. Why? Because they want to have more wealth, more name, fame and glory. So that is called mental happiness. And third is called a spiritual happiness. And a spiritual happiness comes after liberation. After understanding who am I? If I am not this body, who am I? So that's what has been described here. Without being one with the Supreme, the Absolute, one cannot render service to Him. In the Absolute conception, there is no difference between the served and the servitor. Yet, the distinction is there in a higher spiritual sense. So here, the Lord and us, we have some connection. Once we know who am I, then second thing, what is my connection to the Lord? In this material world, everyone is servant, no one is master. Nobody can claim that I am master. We become happy by serving somebody. Our Guru said, somebody serve God and somebody serve dog. Everybody serving. Nobody can be happy without serving. That's our constitution, to be servant. But the Lord is one who is served. So there is difference between the Lord and us. We are servant and He serve. That's what it says here. That served and the servitor. Yet the distinction is there in a higher spiritual sense. In the material concept of life, when one works for sense gratification, there is misery. So I said three kinds of happiness. Physical happiness. For physical happiness, we have to work hard here in this material world. We have to work like donkey. Really, you have to work hard. And why are we working hard? To gratify our senses. To please our senses. Something will please our eye, something will please our ear, something will please our nose, something will please our skin, etc. So all these things are material happiness or sense gratification, and here it says there is always misery. Nobody is happy, nobody can satisfy. Otherwise, why so much divorce? Why so much fight? Because we are not happy. But in absolute world, when one is engaged in pure devotional service, there is no misery. But when we understand who am I, when you know that I am not this body, I don't belong to this material world. I have connection with the Supreme. And we start serving the Supreme instead of serving the material thing, and that is the state when one can be happy. Even physically, like all our devotees, ask to them. Even in distress condition, they are happy. Because if they know that good or bad happens because of my, bad past deed. If I did a bad thing, if I cross the, red light, I'll get ticket. If I do some crime, I'll be under, in jail. Because of bad karma, you get bad. But with good thing, to get good thing, then become happy. But in a spiritual platform, devotees, they are always happy. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. They have understood that I am not this body. I don't belong to the material world. Nothing in this material world can make me happy. And therefore, they are serving Lord. And when we serve Lord, we get nice Krishna Prasad, we call Prasad. Prasad we have now, yes? Yes. So after this program, we get food. We call sanctified food. Then we dance. Who dance? When we happy? Dancing brings happiness. Sing. Everybody likes to sing. Even madman sings, even scientists sing. Everyone sings. Gentleman sings. Everybody sings. Madman do not know what he is singing, but have you seen madman? You have not seen madman? You follow what I'm saying?
I don't know, like the
Madman.
Madman.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't.
You not seen madman? Come to India also. The madman, they will sing. They will sing anything, and they will sing very loudly. And they are very happy in that. They are happy. So, madman also becomes happy in singing. Scientists, poet, anybody becomes happy in singing. Earlier, nowadays we don't sing. We have big going on. Nobody sings now, only here. But if you sing, you enjoy. We go to hear Michael Jackson.
He's gone.
और यहाँ पर कौन था प्रभुपाद साथ में Green Boy?
Helen Ginsberg.
Helensky.
So we hear that kind of thing. But you can also sing. You all have such a nice voice. Singing will bring joy. That's what we do. We eat sanctified food. We dance. We sing. Life is joyful. But that is only possible if we get connected to Krishna, connected to Lord. That's our real position. That's our constitutional position. You can only be happy if we are connected to the Supreme. First we know who am I and what is my relation. Example is given of a fish. A fish lives in water. Fish is very happy in water. But if you take the fish out of water and give her nice ice cream to it, fish will not be happy. Fish will only be happy in water. Same way, in material world, nothing can make us happy. You can only be happy if we get connected to the Supreme Lord. So the whole process of Krishna consciousness, whether we are talking to you, eating food, chanting, dancing, all these things are nothing but to connect to the Supreme Personality of God. So I think, yes, I don't know if you are following or not, but anyway, the devotee in Krishna consciousness has nothing for which to lament or desire. A devotee of the Lord, they are self-content. Whatever comes, they are happy. If distress comes, they say, my Lord, thanks for sending me distress, so I can realize that I have done some mistake. In happiness comes, devotee say, thank Lord for bringing the happiness to me. So they are happy in both situations. Usually what happens, when we have distress, we become very disturbed. By being disturbed, what are we going to get? Just we have to balance our brain. And this distress and happiness will keep coming in the real world. So they are not joyful when they are happy, and they are not, distressed when some suffering comes. Because for them, both are same. Both are same. Because they have realized that this happiness and distress is coming on his body, but I am not his body. So this is physical happiness. Now the second happiness is mental happiness. And in India, you have heard the name yogis? Yogis?
Yogi.
Yogis, Mahesh yogi, this yogi. My pronounce आप बताओ. Yogi.
Yeah, he's asking, have you heard about the yogi? Yoga.
Oh, yogurt.
Yoga.
Not yoga. No.
Yogi means who practices yoga.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking about yogi.
So the yogi, they don't care for this body. They don't care. They only work mental. There was a yogi in India. He used to walk naked on the street. So, walking naked is not very civilized, and especially in India. So, the policemen, they arrested him and they put him in jail. Before policeman could come out of the jail, he was already walking on the street. Because he was yogi, he was beyond this body. Yogis are so powerful, they can fly. They can fly. They can live without eating, without breathing. There are 8 processes of yoga known as Ashtanga Yoga. So they have performed that and they have come out of the body. But they are on mental platform. That's yogi. So karmi, jnani, yogi, and then bhakta. Bhaktas are one who are a spiritual platform. They are situated on a spiritual platform. They know that I am not this body. I am a spirit soul. I am part and parcel of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Krishna means all joyful, all blissful. I am part and parcel of that blissful. And they try to connect with that blissful. This way, they get a spiritual happiness. Whatever they do for the Lord's pleasure. If Krishna is pleased, we all are pleased. And our Guru gave example that if you decorate your body nicely and see in mirror, then shadow of your body or face will come as you have decorated your face. So, if we start serving Krishna and Krishna is happy, then we all are happy. So this moment, Krishna consciousness moment, has been spreading this message, how to be happy. How to be happy. We have only one goal, to make people happy. How to be happy. And I said there are 3 kinds of happiness. Physical happiness, which everybody running around, where people are mad for. Mental happiness, by getting into yoga and all those things. But a spiritual happiness, it is the real happiness. And this happiness is eternal happiness. Material happiness is not forever, it's temporary. But a spiritual happiness is forever. So we want to give something which is long lasting or which is forever. That's the Krishna consciousness. So the Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma No Sochiti Nakanchati Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu. And people who are well situated on a spiritual platform, they don't see any difference in anybody. Everybody is equal. Everybody, my brother, everybody is mine. They have no differentiate. Sama sarvesu bhutesu mad bhakti labdhe para. So, here, he is equally disposed towards every living entity. So, only way to be equally disposed to one and all is by becoming Krishna conscious. So, it's very nice that you all have come here, and please keep coming. I want to say so many things to all of you, but I saw all of you are like this. You are not getting my, pronunciation clear. I thought I'm trying to speak good English, but what can I do? In India, this is English is going on. I have to stay for a long time, like them, so maybe I will learn. But nevertheless, please keep coming here. Read this powerful book. This Bhagavad Gita has brought wonder in this world. Our Guru Maharaj, when he came in 1965, hippie movement was way up. He made all the hippie happy by giving Krishna by this book. So please read this book, associate with all these gentlemen. Come and eat prasad, we call prasad, sanctified food, and chant and dance and be happy. So if anybody has any question, you can ask me. No question. Any question you can ask me.
What is the painting for?
Well, this is a sign of a Vaishnava. This identifies that I belong to something. Just like you have here army men, they have dress.
Army man, he's talking. Army.
Army, they have
Oh,
dress.
yeah, army.
Police, they have dress. Navy, they have dress.
Okay.
They all have dress, no? Then you can identify. So same way, this is our dress. This one, the dress to identify that he is Vaishnava. He belongs to somebody else. Vishnu.
Okay.
Any other question?
Do you improvise the pitches and the beats when you do the Hare Krishna?
What do I provide?
Do you make up the beats and the pitches as you go? Like
I can follow you now.
when you chant the Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
like the notes, the musical notes, do you just make them up as you go, improvise them, or do you already?
He's asking, as you chant, so the music has a beats, right?
Yeah,
So do you improvise? He's asking. Do you improvise?
Do you keep increasing that?
No, improvisation means
Getting better.
You have some music already existing, and then you take it and you build it on this. You build based on a specific things already existing, and you improvise. You improve on the basic standards, and then you make up the more music notes. So when we are singing bhajans, when we are singing kirtans, so he's asking, spontaneously you make up those notes and you sing.
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's no artificial imposition, just spontaneous. Like when I sing little high, one who is playing, he goes high. There's nothing to adjust.
There's nothing that we have a set of rules like your piano or piano books or flute books that where we still look at the music and sing. It is not like that. There are certain things they figure out on one of the instruments. It's called harmonic. It's not shown here. Those things they figure out little advanced so that the keys are in sync when they are singing. But while they're singing kirtans, bhajans, there is nothing specific that they practice in upfront and come and say. It's spontaneous at that moment.
Any other question? Yes.
Mine's kind of a broader question, but if you had one thing that you wish the American culture knew about Hinduism as a whole, what would it be? Like, what are some misconceptions that we have that maybe we could go tell our friends about and tell our families about?
So you can tell us something to Americans about India or Hinduism so that there's no misconceptions. What is that few things you can share?
Well, first of all, the word Hinduism in new term. Shastra said Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma means eternal, blissful life. That is called Sanatan Dharma. So, in India, we follow Sanatan Dharma. And Sanatan means eternal, eternal, which has no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. And that is the real Dharma or culture. So, like here in this material world, since we identify with our body, the body has birth, we are born one day, we will die one day, we are growing old, and we just, had coronavirus. Right? Coronavirus. Here coronavirus. So many disease. So the Indian culture or Vedic culture or Hindu, what you are saying, you can tell that this teaches that we are not this body. We are soul. We are not this body. My hand, my leg, I said in beginning, my body, who am I? That's what Hindu Dharma or Sanatan Dharma brings. And on that platform, everyone is brother and sister. Everyone is brother. Everyone is Sama Sarvesu Bhutesu. We all are related to each other. There is no distinction of man, woman, Indian, American, all those things are gone. Or other hand, I can say, see this garland, it has many flowers. Many flowers are there, right? But one thing is holding, that is this string or thread. So Sanatan Dharma is this thread which tie everyone, American, African, man, woman, boy, girl, old man, everybody. So Vedic Dharma provides this thread, or what we call Hindu Dharma. It provides this thread. Okay? That's what you can tell your friends. Yes, gentlemen.
Oh,
Good, you're right.
do your necklaces mean anything or signify anything?
This one.
The long one.
Oh, this one is special. See, the Lord has garland, like this garland, got. Then he also has some other ornament. So we have our international headquarters in Mayapur, West Bengal, There is one Lord called Nrsimhadev.
Right, in the back.
Yes. See this picture here? Nrsimhadev, very process to protect his devotee. So we offer this to the Lord. So this was weird by him, Lord weird him. And I am one of the in charge there for the temple. So when I went, Pujari gave this to me. From that time I
Pujari means priest.
The priest gave, so this is blessing of the Lord. Lord protects me. This is protection. This is protection for me.
Thank you.
And even these beads, you might be wearing.
And this one, you want to know about this one? This bead?
Yeah.
There are two kinds of dog in America. One dog who has belt, right? And other dog who has no belt. So the dog who has no belt, what happened?
Runs around, does whatever it wants.
Okay, then what happened ultimately?
Dies. I don't know. It's hot.
That you have not seen maybe. If you go to San Francisco side, the municipal truck will come and take. Did not? I mean, both dogs are walking, one who has belt and one who has no belt. Both are wandering on the street. The municipal truck will come and take the dog which has no belt. But one who has belt, oh, this belongs to somebody, right? You leave it. Same way, when we die, that time the municipal truck will come. Superintendent of death will come. His representative will come. Superintendent of death, known as Jamraj. They come to take us out from this body. Death means what? The body remains here only, but soul has gone. So they come to take. And when they see this man has this belt, means he has a master. So he will not touch. But one who knows this thing, snatched. So that's why you put this thing. Safety, all safety belt. Yes, any other question? Have you heard the name Bhagavad Gita earlier? Okay. You had any chance to read by the way? So I will request everyone, please take one and you read yourself. And then come and ask question here. This is science of Krishna consciousness, science of soul. This book will give you, who are you. If you know about yourself, who am I, then you know everything. But if you don't know about yourself, then you have to research. He is doing PhD, he is researching something. You don't need to do research if you know who am I. And this book can be. Any other question? Yes.
So Prabhuji, one question I have heard over here talking to students, they ask, in India there are so many gods, they have heard about, and what's the difference between Krishna and other gods, So if you want to elaborate on that.
There are many gods, but one supreme God. Krishna is supreme God. Just like your government has many ministers. You call minister here or senator, what do you call it?
President.
Governors like
Oh, president is chief, right?
Governor.
governors.
No, but like in India we have prime minister,
Senator.
this minister, that minister. You know minister here?
Chief Minister, Senators, Governors.
Governor is a governor.
President,
Each state has a governor.
President, Vice President,
Yeah.
Senate.
Yes, and the governor and all these things. So there are so many people are there. Why? They have different activities. They look after different affairs. Somebody foreign minister, somebody this minister, like. But president is supreme. Same way, there are many gods. A God who provides the water, God who provides the light, sun God, God who provides the air. They are different gods. But Krishna is supreme God who controls everybody. He is the president. He is the supreme. So there is nothing confusing. It's very clear. It's confusing for the people who do not want to understand. It's not confusing at all. There are many gods because they have different portfolio and they act accordingly. But Krishna is the supreme God who doesn't have to do anything. He just only watches. We do what? That's it. So we say we serve Krishna, who is supreme God. Yes? You are not asking any question. I'm waiting. You are not going to ask.
What does the jewel that some women wear, what does that mean?
Oh, this red thing here?
Yeah.
Well, that's again kind of a beauty, and especially the married women. They put sindoor here and bindi here. For the married lady. That if any lady who has this bindi here and sindoor, then people know that she's married. Nobody will say, do you want to marry? Sign of marriage. And there are many ways to identify man or woman. Like in India, the women they wear sari, right? If woman who is wearing white sari, means person knows that she is widow, her husband died. just by our sari, just by our dress. The lady who is dressed up nicely, is a Hindu and all these things, they're not feeling married. So respect comes. Some need to identify. You need to identify. Any other question?
Anything else? Right? So I can ask someone, what happens if we don't practice Krishna, this path of spiritual life? Then what will happen? What is the loss for me?
Well, desire is yours. What do you want? I mean, if somebody got disease and doctor said you take this medicine, then he asked, what will happen if I don't take the medicine? You will die. You take disease, take medicine, you will be cured. So when you serve Krishna, you will be cured of this bodily concept of life. You will become eternally joyful, happy. You want to be eternally happy. Rajvidya Rajguhyam Pavitram Idam Stamam Pratakshava Nam Dharmam Suskam Kartum Abhyayam. This science of Krishna consciousness will bring eternal happiness. Nobody wants temporary happiness. Everybody wants eternal happiness. Material world, everything gives you temporary happiness. Like you are hungry, very hungry. Food comes, you start eating. Oh, very nice. But go on eating, go on eating. After some time, same food, I don't want anymore. You get frustrated, same food. But in the spiritual world, connection to Krishna, you go on. You'll be enjoying. We are chanting this mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I am chanting almost 45 years. None of you are born in there. I am chanting from 45 years. But I am getting taste. That's why I am here. I am chanting. Why should I miss my life? Why should I chant? 45 years, not 1 2 years. So the taste increases every day when you chant. So if you take to Krishna consciousness, you will be joyful, you will be happy. You take the medicine, you will be free from disease. The biggest disease is birth, death, old age and disease. That's the biggest disease. Bhauro. So if you get connected to Krishna, you will be free from Bhauro. Any other question? You want to summarize what I said in English language? American.
Hello everyone.
It doesn't work.
Hello everyone. So basically, I can just give a brief summary. I also study at Ohio State. I am a PhD scholar here, just in my last year of my PhD in the Department of Material Science and Engineering. So, hello, can you hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So he summarized that every one of us, we want to be happy. Every one of us want to be happy. Either it be even animals like dogs, even they want to be happy. If you love them, pet them, they would feel good. If you just kick them, they would feel, why is this guy hitting me? And he might bark at you. So that means he's not feeling happy. So every one of us, even animals, plants, all the living entities, they want to be happy. So he's explaining that there are 3 kinds of happiness. One is called physical happiness, the happiness that comes with the senses. So we have 5 senses in our body. One is the senses to see things, one is the senses to smell, senses to taste, sense to hear, and then touch, sense of touch. So we have 5 senses in our body. And then he's explaining that these kinds of senses brings us some sort of happiness, and sometimes they bring some sort of distress also, right? So when it brings us happiness and when it brings us distress, it is called as physical happiness, because this is coming from physical senses. Then he's explaining there's second kind of happiness that comes from mind. Like scientists, like even I am a scientist, I would want to do some groundbreaking research. Why is that? Because it might bring me fame, or it might do something good to the people, right? So even if it will do something good to the people, it will bring me fame. So there is some sort of happiness there. Yes, if I'll do something big, I can publish something good, so that will bring me happiness. So that is called second type of happiness. That is called mental happiness. So first is physical, second is mental, and then he explained the third kind of happiness is called spiritual happiness. And what that means is we all are spirit souls. We are not this body. Like we are in this body for maybe like 100 years. That's the maximum age. Could be the maximum age. Like where would we go after 100 years? Like when we say this is my hand, my eyes, my ears. Who is that my? We are referring to. That my is actually soul that we refer to. Some people call it energy. Some people call it soul. So there are different understanding of the same person, and that person is soul. So that third kind of happiness is called spiritual happiness. That comes when we understand who we are. So let's say when we understand we are spirit soul, then we would see each and every one of us as brothers and sisters. You are also soul, you are also soul, and you would also be soul. So, and even the animals, they are also soul. Even the plants, they are also soul. So you would see each and everything as a soul, and then you would think, oh, so much of, I would say, you would feel so much of happiness because you would think that this is my family, and then you would want to serve them, right? You would want to serve the other soul because they are your family members now, because they are also soul. So he explained that we all are brothers and sisters if we come to that platform, which is called a spiritual platform. And then when we come to that platform, we experience a happiness that is called spiritual happiness. And then he ended with the mantra, this mantra right here. It says Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this mantra, this is called man means mind, and tra means that delivers. So mantra means that delivers. So it delivers your mind into like, and it is not artificial imposition on mind. It is like reality. It is actually reality that when we come to the point of understanding that we are not this body, we are actually spirit soul. So when we chant this mantra, we get that understanding, we get that realization. So that's the last point. I hope I covered
45 years.
And then and then also he concluded by saying that he is practicing this chanting of this mantra for 45 years. And then some of the other people, like he is also practicing it for 20-25 years. And then there are many people who are practicing it for many years. And then he's saying, like usually when we do something material, like let's say when we will start eating, after some time we would feel, oh, I don't want any more food. But if you chant this mantra, it will bring you some sort of happiness where you would feel, oh, let me chant more. And there are different ways to chant, like you could chant on beads. There's beads that he have in his bead bag over here. And then there are ways where you can sing. And then when you sing all together, it brings a different energy, or you can say it brings a different environment. And then you would feel a different sort of happiness. You can actually feel it. I don't know if you were here when they started the mantra in the starting. Were you all here?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is another way of practicing the mantra meditation. We have a club at Ohio State University. It is called Conscious OSU, and they practices mantra meditation. It meets every Thursday at 7 p.m. at RPAC Demo Kitchen. If you guys go to RPAC, Recreational Center, there we have a club every Thursday. If you are on Instagram, you can follow our page Conscious OSU, and then there we have a second club. It is called OSU Yoga Circle, and there we give like knowledge about who are we, how should we live a stress-free life, because as a student we have a lot of anxiety and stress. So we give all that information in that Monday club that meets every Monday at 7 p.m. It is called OSU Yoga Circle. So you can search on Instagram OSU Yoga Circle, or if you want to meet like for mantra meditation, you can search Conscious OSU. And all those events ends with a free dinner. So you can have a free dinner as well if you come over on Monday or Thursday. So it's so nice that you came here today. It was very nice having you. Thank you.
On Mondays, we also do demo.
Yeah.
It's a cooking workshop. You can learn Chinese, Indian, Mexican, all kinds of cuisines. You will eat different food. You come and check it out, learn how to cook, and then you can experience.
next week Monday we will be doing Alfredo pasta, and then there will be salad with dressing, and then there will be a dessert which will be made of strawberries. So we would be going to demonstrate how to make those strawberry dessert. It is in Hindi it is called as strawberry halwa. It is really special. If you guys would have met us during involvement fair, we were giving blueberries halwa. So whoever tasted last week this week we had the first event, and there were literally like 80 or 90 students into the first event. So feel free to come on the next Monday as well.
So we can take it here.
Yeah.
So food is ready. So I can come in this line. You can take.
Food is ready over there, so you can make a line from here probably, and then
Enjoy.
yeah. Before taking the food, we would do a prayer, which is like being grateful, being a little grateful about sanctified, about the food that we got today.